you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans own slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
You realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
Do you know
slave
who
owners.
was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
I am worried about being typecast into something I'm not, even though I don't want to stay quiet where I feel that, you know, things are kind of just being ignored. It's a very tough line, very fine line. And I don't know why I'm, certain subjects I kind of like get, my teeth onto, and it's hard to shake off. And even though I have so many other projects and ideas in the background, it's still not all my life. But I think it's important to not hide my regrets, or not regrets, but my mistakes, my miscalculations, or maybe I might say stuff and think about it later where I could have said it differently. But don't we all do that? And instead of just editing only the good parts, I mean, if it's really bad quality and crappy, sound and stuff, I'll edit it, or balance out sounds, because I'm really bad at that. But I'm not, I'm gonna get better. But it takes so much work just to hide your mistakes than just to say, hey, this is it. And yeah, I'm gonna say things that, might get misread. And I expect that to some degree. But on a moral, godly level, when that doesn't sit right, that's when I do question, like, whoa, what did I do? And I got pretty darn close, when I talk about race. I know it hits hard. And I'm not talking about everybody, obviously. But it's a very loud community that has all the effect of erasing my heritage away. White people aren't trying to do it. Mexicans aren't trying to change history. It's the black people that are trying to erase the Irish suffering. They kind of want to own the word slavery, and it's kind of sick. And somebody needs to say, hey. So that's why my heart's into it. Obviously, I have Irish heritage. And yeah, I'm not Irish, like from Ireland. I'm American Irish. But I still have roots. I want them just as much as you want yours, even though you don't like the truth of your roots. So you kind of just on the line. I don't understand. Just stop beeping. I don't want to say the F word, but stop. I might say it later. So this is my F-bomb warning. But yeah, stop messing with my heritage. Yatch. No. So, welcome to my mess. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello? What am I supposed to say?
What?
Oh, there we go. Wait, am I on or something now? I think so. Oh, search with my voice. I don't want that. No. Anyway, I am just blown away by this because this drives me nuts. No, the last video. Let's see. This one.
Do you believe that all lives matter?
What they think of us.
Well, if all lives matter, then why are we getting shot down more than others, right? Because when black people are saying, stop killing us, there's an issue. But when anybody else says stop killing us, it's not. And so it just seems disproportionately that black lives are getting gunned down more than others.
Do you believe that all lives matter?
All lives should matter.
Do you believe that all lives matter?
All lives should matter, yes.
That's not the question.
That's the answer. White supremacy exists.
Why do you believe that?
Because that's what the facts show.
But why is it that black people think white people are superior to them when white people clearly don't think that? Because it's the blacks who got the white people on run, making them think that racism exists. So why do blacks feel that white people are superior to them?
I don't know.
This is how I became the most productive version of myself.
Zip it. See, it's so hard to try to talk to somebody when they feel that no matter what you say is wrong. I mean, then you're acting, superior and what most pisses me off the most is the Irish. I'm telling you, it's just I hate the fact that everybody lumps all white people in as one race because it's not true. Not every white person owns slaves. I can guarantee there literally was 3 in history, all of history, 3 Irishmen that owned slaves. And that was because they were bank owners. I have to dig into each of their history, but there's been more black slave owners than Irish. In fact, we were treated just as poorly. And I don't care if people want to debate, well, it's not quite as badly. No, worse, actually. Actually worse. Because black people were actually paid for. We were contracted to work, or basically, it wasn't by choice, and were thrown into these plantations. Most of the time, the women were breeding vessels, and they would breed them with the black men because they were strong and they had more worth, value, money. And after the 10 years, do you think the Irish made it out? How many do you think made it out? Or made it out unscathed? Not one. I guarantee it. And then during the Great Immigration, coming off of being starved to death, treated like filth, scum. You had red hair, you were born to the devil. I mean, I don't know how you can really measure suffering. I mean, I don't think we had to necessarily be burned on cross. You don't know what happened behind closed doors. All I'm trying to say is, why are you erasing our history? And then throwing narratives like, I've never heard this one, like where, oh yeah, the Irish were contracted to America to be police, the first police to catch slaves. I don't want to look at this dude's face anymore.
So why use Grammarly over ChatGPT? Well, Grammarly offers expert writing suggestions versus something.
How the fucking blacks be racist? And we don't... Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about Brian Koberger, the quadruple.
I thought I had a cue. That's not what I wanted to do. Welcome to the sloppiness, because this is it. And the thing that really makes me sad about all this, it's like I'm not I'm not really trying to choose a side, but every time I try to speak up or voice my truth, it feels like I'm always being attacked by Black people. I mean, who else would try to erase a white's history, you know? So yeah, I am getting a little angry and because I don't want Irish history, and I understand this whole Smithsonian thing and that whole thing that's going on with Julian Michaels. They're calling her a white supremacist because she's sticking up for white people. She wasn't sticking up for white people in slavery. She was just saying white people bad isn't and shouldn't. Then it's not the truth and it shouldn't be the narrative. And they kept attacking her. Do you see how they just kept attacking her on it? And that frustrates me. It really does.
They've had over 100 arrests since August.
Humiliate Buzz blogger in this show.
See, no. I don't even know who. This isn't the one I want. Ah, I can't do this. I don't know how to do it. Ah, maybe that's how. There was like all this. No.
Do you believe that all lives?
They've had over 100 arrests since August the 7th when he first brought this up. 43 people were arrested last night. Bad people are being taken off.
All right, I gotta stop this in case. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too great with this. I think I set it up. It's fine. Okay. But yeah, see, like this. Wait, I think once I get scrolling, I can. Maybe I gotta get rid of you first. Here. There it is. Go away. Go away. Wait, what? Wait, what did I say? I just want to hear it. Is it on? No, I don't want to add to queue.
Well, you could say that she certainly knows a thing or two about big losers, and she certainly proved it for the world to see last night on CNN. MAGA queen of mean, Jillian Michaels, set a new bench.
And aiding the
To just one race, which is pretty much what every single exhibit does. Well, let's talk about the fact that when you look at slavery, let's talk about the fact.
I mean, slavery in America was.
Do you realize that only less than 2% of white Americans owned slaves?
But it was a system of white supremacy.
Do you realize that slavery is thousands of years old?
White people were
do you know
the slave
who
owners.
in America was the first race to try to end slavery? Well, what's controversial?
I'm very surprised.
Sorry, I know you've all seen this clip, and I'm not going to replay because it just makes me so angry because I just want to scream. Stop! Listen to her. Just listen to her and stop jamming this freaking racism narrative down our goddamn throat. I'm tired of it. Oh, it's suffocating. But I don't want to be typecast as this racist, angry person because I'm really not. I'm just a rebellious, protective person, I guess. And this is wrong. When I see something wrong, I'm going to call it out. And I don't care who it offends because that's not the point. Maybe it needs to fucking offend you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe it has to. Maybe you have to see that whatever freaking happened 20 million years ago isn't today. But you're manifesting it. You keep talking about racism, white people bad. Do you understand you're just manifesting and poking the lion? I am one of many that just can't take it anymore. And I want to stop talking about it too. I want to move on. I want to just not be so angry about this. And I don't know if I'm angry. I just feel, like I said, I don't want my heritage, my ancestors erased and rewritten with some bullshit narrative. Tell me how that does not, like, it's okay for a Black person to get angry about somebody rewriting their culture. But fuck you if you don't think rewriting the Irish's history and culture isn't the same. I mean, you want us to treat you with respect, but you don't show respect to anybody else. And that's what needs to change. You earn respect. And I'm not saying every single black person. But maybe you shouldn't be saying every single white person. It'll be easier to, maybe we shouldn't really be seeing each other as black and white and as individuals. There's an idea. I don't know. Hopefully this works because I don't know. Hopefully it works. Again, it's funny. This wasn't really the video that I wanted to do. I felt bad about having my rants, but part of me doesn't feel bad because it isn't right. Even though this has nothing to do with being neurodivergent, or maybe it does. Maybe I see things that certain people can't, or feel things from both sides, but yeah, understands justice. I don't know if that's what it's called, justice, but either way, I don't know. Just hit like and subscribe and see where this crazy journey takes you. Because I really, I have no idea what I'm doing, and you're just gonna have to fumble along with me. I don't even know if the voice is working, or I don't know. I have this, but I haven't really figured it out. So, if you're oh my gosh, I'm so dry. If anybody out there who is afraid to do this because they have no idea what they're doing, hopefully this gives you some kind of comfort. Anyway, peace out, take care, and let's try to get along. Let's just try, Let's try. All right, how do I stop this now? Watch, I probably never recorded it. Oh no, I did. Phew.